Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to our math lesson for today. Today we're going to be learning lesson 8.4, which is titled Measure with an Inch Ruler. And we're going to be asking ourselves the essential question and answering the essential question, how do you use an inch ruler to measure lengths? So we're not only going to learn what an inch ruler is, but we're also going to be learning how to use it so that way whenever we're measuring an object, we can get the most accurate length of measurement. So that's what we're going to be learning about today, and we're going to start by watching the video.
Hi there! My friend Bailey and I just noticed this pine cone on the picnic table. There was a group of children measuring things here. One of them must have left it behind. I wonder how long this pine cone is. Hey, we need a ruler to measure the pine cone. Click the pine cone to see an inch ruler. How long do you think this pine cone is? I'm not sure how to use a ruler. So maybe we should learn how to measure using an inch ruler. Ready? Let's go!
All right, so we're going to find out exactly how to use the inch ruler to measure a pine cone.
Let's use the ruler to draw a line that is 1 inch long. You know the line is 1 inch long because it is the same length as one of the inch sections on the ruler. Now let's draw a 2-inch long line without using the ruler. You can use the 1-inch long line as a guide. You can think about a 2-inch long line as two 1-inch long lines in a row. So the blue line is about 2 inches long. Now let's draw a 3-inch long line without using a ruler. You can use the 1-inch long line as a guide. You can think about a 3-inch long line as three 1-inch long lines in a row. So the green line is about 3 inches long. When you know that one line is 1 inch long, you can use it to draw a line that is a different number of inches long.
Yeah, and so that's something that we kind of did yesterday in yesterday's lesson, right? We kind of used those beads, which were 1 inch long, and we just kept taking that same 1 inch long bead and making lines that were other inches. So that's kind of the same thing that you can do here in this lesson as well.
Let's measure this string to the nearest inch. Measuring to the nearest inch means finding the inch mark that is closest to the end of the string. Select where to put the 0 mark of the ruler to start measuring the string. It's important to place the end of the string above the 0 mark on the ruler and not above the left edge. The space between the 0 mark and the 1 mark is 1 inch. The space between the left edge of the ruler and the 1 mark is more than 1 inch. Which inch mark is closest to the other end of the string? Select the mark.
So let's look at it for a second. So the end of the string is right here, right? So it looks like it's more closer to the 3 than it is to the 4. So again, this is going to be kind of like our estimate, right? We're going to say something like the string is about 3 inches because the end of the string is more closer to the 3 inch mark than the 4 inch mark. Okay, so this string is going to be about 3 inches.
That's right. The 3-inch mark is closest to the end of the string. So what's the length of the string to the nearest inch?
Okay, so we know that it's about 3 inches.
Good job! The string is about 3 inches long. When you measure to the nearest inch, line up one end of the object with the 0 mark on the ruler. Then find the mark that is closest to the other end of the object.
So one thing that's really important to remember what she said here in the video is that when you use a ruler, you always want to make sure that the object is, like the beginning part of it is always lined up with the 0 on the ruler. So in previous lessons, when we were using like 1-inch tools to measure objects, we took that 1-inch tool and we made sure that both the object that we were measuring and the object that we were measuring it with were lined up. But in this case, when you use a ruler, the object always has to be kind of lined up with the 0. There's a little bit of space over here on rulers, and so we want to make sure that our object isn't lined up with that edge of the ruler. We want to make sure that it's lined up with the 0, because again, that's going to give us our best unit of measurement, and it's going to give us the most accurate length of each object. So when you're using a ruler, again, make sure that your object that you're measuring is lined up with the 0 and not with the actual edge of the ruler. Okay?
Now let's practice with the personal math trainer.
All right. So number 1 is showing us a red string that has 4 inches over here and 2 inches over here. So if this string was stretched out, we would be able to tell using a ruler that 4 inches and 2 inches, this string would be a total of 6 inches, right? Because 4 plus 2 is 6. Then we have a blue string down here, which is 1 inch here and 1 inch there. So again, if we were to stretch this string out and use a ruler, we would be able to tell that this string would be 2 inches. So now we need to find the difference between this 6-inch red string and this 2-inch blue string. So in order to find the difference, remember, difference, we can always take the longest number or the biggest number and subtract the smallest number. So in this case, we would do 6 minus 2. And so 6 minus 2 equals 4. So we know that the red string is 4 inches longer than the blue string.
Excellent!
Okay? Now for this one, it says, if the red and blue strings were straight and placed end to end, what would the total length be? So what we're going to do is we're just going to add the two lengths together to find the total length of both strings if they were connected to each other. Okay, so again, we have a red string here, which is 6 inches, and our blue string is 2 inches. So if we were to take this 2-inch blue string and put it at the very end of the 6-inch red string, how long would that whole thing of string be? And so we just simply add 6 plus 2. So 6 plus 2 is 8. So if we were to take a ruler and measure the red string with the blue string connected to it, we would find that the total length of that string is 8 inches long.
Well done!
Okay? Nice job.
Now try your homework on your own with the personal math trainer. It includes the exercise you saw at the beginning of the lesson.
Okay, so if you feel comfortable enough to go on to Think Central and do the assignment for 8.4, then feel free to log on and complete that now. If you would still like some more practice and some other examples and activities to kind of help your understanding of how to measure with an inch ruler, then be sure to check out the video next to this one, and I will give you some more examples on the Smart Notebook. Okay, everybody? Bye!